It's day 3 in Fiji. Finding it really hard to adjust after my really long travel day. Feeling really wiped out, have like a scratchy throat and might be getting sick. Today I'm going to focus on like hydrating. I'm going to go to the supermarket, get some ginger tea, and after I'm done in town having my coffee and some lunch, I'm just going to spend the day at the resort, see what today brings, and just accept the fact that this is how my body feels right now. Trust the process. I've got a 9-day boat tour coming up. I'm going to have plenty of stuff to do then. Surrender to it and relax and listen to my body. I said this was going to be an authentic journey, so that's what I'm going to stick to. Have a rest.
Wishing star, living with dawn. I wish I could believe we've come so far, but the day is so long. I wish I could.
So it turns out my hostel doesn't do laundry, so we're improvising. Body wash, warm water. I'm aware that it's green. Do you know what else is green? Dirty clothes. Problem solved. He's definitely upset that I'm looking at him. Bit of a trek to get to the beach today. Damn, so that's where I'm staying. I wrote this down on my phone just so I could give a proper account of what happened, because I do find it extremely hard to talk about. So forgive me if it looks like I'm looking at my phone, because I've just got some notes just to help me get through the story. After 4 days in Fiji, I unfortunately experienced an incident that caused my safety to be compromised, and I not only booked my flight home, but I cancelled my entire trip. Being very recent and raw, haven't been able to talk about this without being emotional, so just bear with me, please. I made this channel to show you a real perspective and experience of solo travel, and as much as it isn't my goal to scare you from doing solo travel, this unfortunately was my experience, and I did feel like this would be authentic to share. On the last day of my trip, I was out walking on the beach, and while walking I realised I was being followed by a man who happened to be staying in my dorm room. Whilst I'll spare the details, it was clear that this man had determined that I was alone and found an opportune moment to follow me out onto the beach and sexually harass me. This man ignored my attempts to set boundaries, to a point where I was forced to run after he tried to physically grab me with a pit in my stomach. I very luckily was able to get away, and I ran back to the resort and alerted security straight away. I told security everything straight away, and they moved me to a private room where they escorted me and told me that this man would be removed by the police if he came anywhere near me or tried anything again. I spent the night in absolute terror that somehow I was now more at risk, having reported him, terrified that he would determine what private room I was in and somehow gain access. Apologise, my camera just died. I spent the entire night after the event awake in fear. I was on the phone to my partner the entire night. He did everything in his capability to not make me feel alone, which I'm extremely grateful for. I cannot begin to tell you how devastated I am and heartbroken that I missed out on this amazing experience travelling around Fiji's islands. I will forever be grateful for those people at my resort that helped me, as they were my safety when I was in a place where I knew no one. Don't expect this to be a poor me video. I do want to share an authentic experience that I had, and unfortunately it wasn't a good one. Doing and prioritising my mental health, including my anxiety kitten. And this also isn't the end of my YouTube channel. I still plan to do a lot of adventure content, but for right now I'm going to be doing it somewhere I feel really safe, which is my hometown, Tasmania, including spending time with my friends and family. This end of the clip is just what I did the day I got home to re-regulate and distract my mind from what just happened. And I'm so very grateful for the beautiful people in my life that have made me feel safe and treasured since I've got home. Thank you very much for this day. It meant so much to me.